guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maribel. So for today's video, we are going to talk about um, the tragedy that happened in Astroworld, you know, with Travis Scott, which, I know that a lot of people know what happened now, by now. First, of course, we're going to start with the Bible verse, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For our struggles is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Amen. All right, so up to now, the update about Astroworld, we have that they have is about 9 deaths in total, about or so, which I heard. I don't know if it's not true. If it's true or not. About 100 injured. Of course, we saw that while he was promoting this concert, occult messages on his flyers that you saw on social media. You saw that the stage looked like a tunnel. And of course, there's a sign that that was there that it said, "See you on the other side." His shirt as well, as everybody know by now, I believe, had a subliminal message as well, where well, I'll probably insert a picture here about of his shirt, where you see like normal people, and then of course going to the other side, like the sign said, it had demons, right? They like, I guess they went to help. Then, right where it begins, the concert, 8 flames showed up. 8 flames went up, and 8 people died that night. Now, there's lawsuits, of course, upon Travis, Drake, and honestly, I don't know who else. I think it's the baby as well. I don't know if he was in that concert. I'm not really sure. But social media were censoring, the fake news, saying that no, the Astroworld tragedy wasn't a satanic ritual. And of course, the fact checkers, once I shared that post, made sure to notify everybody that it wasn't a satanic ritual, right? And they censored that. And what bothers me that you have non-Christians saying that Christians are crazy and that we're dramatic, even though they see all these signs, right, up on their faces. Like they could see everything. They could see Travis Scott, had on his shirt, on the stage, on his concert flyers, everywhere. So even though they're saying, Christians are saying this is a satanic ritual and all that, but if you hear all the testimonies on TikTok and everything that the Travis fans, or used to be fans, went to his concerts, and they're the one who are saying this. They're the ones who experienced this. They're the one that out of their mouths said, "Oh, it felt like hell," and and they clearly experienced that. It wasn't really, us Christians who spread that. It was they themselves who, like this young man, who said that he couldn't breathe, it smelled weird, or things like that. So yeah, I probably will post a link. I'll post a video down here, down in the description box. And I thank God that that he realized and it was like, the black phone came off, and he realized, man, I can't, hear that music anymore. I can't go to that concert anymore, those concerts like that anymore. And hopefully, that he opened his eyes to see the truth, which is what God does, right? He lets you see uh, the truth behind everything. He is the truth, and he'll let you see what's good and bad, and what's evil, and like he'll let you realize you're not supposed to listen to that music, or he'll let you know um, everything that, not even music, movies of what you cannot watch, things like that, or even with the way you dress, what you can wear, what you cannot wear. So I went to WashingtonPost.com. It quotes that a crowd chants Travis' name. He straightens up, and he walks to the right side of the arena and points off stage. And he asks for the lights and says, "Make some noise for my boy right there hanging in the tree." Okay. So, like, how come he saw that, right? How come he saw that tree, that guy that was hanging in the tree at a distance where he couldn't see, other people fainting or the ambulance, and he couldn't stop the show completely. Reading further, I read people even screamed out medic, and Travis told everyone to put their middle finger up in the sky because they were about to get they were ready to get rage. And he begins his next song, according to Washington Post. So also they said that at least 11 out of the 70 people taken to the hospital were in cardiac arrest and required CPR. So, being there for 40 minutes, I believe, and he couldn't stop the show for his fans. That should really open your eyes as a non-Christian, that you shouldn't be following these celebrities because they don't care about you. They don't really care about you, honestly. And it's very tragic what happened. When I saw that, it got me so upset. Not only because there were like 10-year-olds there, 14-year-olds. I even heard there was a 9 or 8 years old in coma right now, actually, at the hospital. But why? Why will parents like, we have the responsibility to not. I mean, he went with his dad, right? He fainted. The dad fainted, and he just, I guess he felt they so many people there, they crushed him in there, and right now he's in coma. And it's sad. It's sad that I don't know, parents should be more careful with that. And I'm not saying that all celebrities are, sold their soul to the devil. Not all celebrities have done that, but we have to be careful with what your kids hear, and it's just, very, very dangerous to let your kids hear the type of music, because I know that Travis was in Fortnite, and I guess that's how kids know about him, which my son also mentioned about concert that he had in Fortnite, that Travis was seeing like a giant there, seeming like a god, actually. They placed him in the Fortnite game, in the Fortnite concert that he had. So yeah, of course I told my son not to listen to that or whatever. But yeah, we have to be aware. I understand that if you're not a Christian, you are gonna let your son or daughter go to these events, and you don't really see what is going on. But y'all be careful. So this goes into much deeper, and we have to really pray, like pray, and pray to God that He open their eyes, because uh, yeah, like the Bible verse says. I'll go back to it. Um, a struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces that, like I saw a video of Travis Scott, uh, where he obviously sees this man that they were removing out of the crowd, and he was still singing. He was straight up like singing, straight up like it looked very evil, um, and I mean. mm, I do not recommend though to look it up or listen to it or anything like that. But yeah, it's not good. Um, so here I got this more information about why he didn't stop the concert. He did pause here and there, um, but he continued. Um, why? Because he has a mission. A mission was to conclude the contract that he signed with the enemy, because you see, um, celebrities sign these contracts, but I mean, I guess they forget that the riches, the money, the fame, and all that also includes sacrifices to their, God, and that's what happens, and that's what happened in this tragic event. Um, so, um, as Christians, we have to be upset about this. Share awareness. Just let everyone know, like, stay away from this music, from these concerts. It's like the celebrities hypnotize you, or and not only that, but the use of drugs and alcohol in these places, these concerts. Like if you're open up to that, you're open to drugs and alcohol and all that, you're vulnerable to let demons come into you and possess your body and everything. Um, so be aware, stay alert. If you haven't given your life to Jesus yet, please do. We are in the end times, and as you clearly see, this concert is something that, like back in the Old Testament and the Bible, like things like this will not be, like it will not come and go. Travis probably wouldn't be alive right now, I think. He'd probably be in jail or something. But yeah, as Christians, we have to really pray for young people, because either they lose their life like that, or depression. I mentioned depression because I just saw a post on Facebook about this young man, about 16 or 17, that killed himself, and who really have to pay attention, because we're in the end times and the enemy is trying to do things, and of course, like I've said before, he doesn't come in horns or whatever. He comes in a passive way, and sometimes that's why we can't tell who has depression or not. I remember, just a quick testimony. I remember I was going through, a hard situation in my marriage, to the point that we wanted to get divorced. And I was going to a depression state as well. And, um, well, honestly, people could have, yeah, they noticed because, I'm a person that, with my facial expressions, I could let you know what's going on. And when I will go to my job, I will cry and I would not eat. I got very, very, very skinny, and that was a very hard time in my marriage that, you know I didn't want to go through, but things happen for a reason, and uh, I, yeah, I've been through that depression state. I've been through that, feeling like I wanted to die. Um, but prayer, with, um, prayer is the only thing. Because in that moment of my life, I did not trust anyone, including my husband. I didn't trust no pastor as well. I didn't trust any friend. The only person that I was going to on my knees was Jesus, and um, so yeah, let's pray for our young people, because they get bullied in school. We're on social media. There is a lot of comparison going on. You're comparing yourself to everyone, and you don't feel as happy, and you don't feel as complete, and you feel like you don't have what that person have, and I feel like social media brings that to everyone. um and I feel like that's one of the reasons why, um young people, especially Gen Zs, um, are in a state of depression, is because of that. Is because of social media. Is because, scrolling, and because they are basically raised and, with a phone on their hands. Um, it's just a lot to take in, and I know that if I had had back in middle school or elementary, or, you know, um, and even high school, I had MySpace. I didn't even use it like that because my phone was a flip phone, and you really couldn't access to MySpace like that. Um, and I know that in high school, if I had social media, whatever, um, what we did have Facebook, but like I said, my phone was a flip phone, so I didn't have access to Facebook. Um, but I don't know, if I did, I would be comparing myself to everyone, and I wouldn't be as happy. I wouldn't think, oh, I'm not worth anything because she has this. She has a career. She has a great car. She has an amazing body. As young people, like, you compare yourself to everything in your life. Um, I guess that's why I was always mention social media and about comparison. Um, about all that, because I have, that happened to me, and it's not good. you know Envy and jealousy, that's sin. um and that's why I feel like a lot of young people right now are going in a state of depression, is because of social media, number one. Plus, influence music that they hear, or the movie that they see. We have to take care of what we see through our eyes, and what we hear. I think that's for all. I did. I went all over the place again, like I always do. But thanks for watching, liking, subscribing. If you haven't already, subscribe, and yeah, there will be more videos coming up.